want to look at is what we do with natural hair. A lot of times, the problems with natural hair is not the nutrition, but rather what we do with it. We pull the hair out of the follicles. For example, we take 5 grain of hair and we add on 50 onto it. And so, if we add on 50 grain of hair to 5 grain of hair when we do a braid, what happens is at the end of the day, at the end of that braiding, you have all this weight onto the hair. It's not like the hair growing out gradually where the body adjusts. So you have this problem where all this weight, and the way that the hair responds to that in the first instant is that it starts to flake. And you see that when you do braiding, there's a lot of flaking on the hair, on the scalp. And a lot of times when we braid hair, we don't think of how do we maintain braided hair. We think when we braid it and it's good and we leave it forever. All hair has maintenance. So if you braid your hair, then you need to shampoo it often. You need to keep that scalp clean and healthy. And if there is, you need to identify if you see any follicles, if you see any little buttons. That's the first sign. Because when these buttons close, the follicle closes and the hair will not grow back. And so we see a lot of people who braid their hair with traction alopecia. And in most cases, so long as it's smooth and the follicles are closed, it will not grow back. What we need to do is not to not braid the hair, but when we braid the hair, we know how to maintain braided hair. We don't just braid the hair and pull it back, and every day we pull it more and pull it more, and then you remove the braid from the front, and you go back then and you put it back. Although you see that it's thinning, because you don't get from hairline to no hairline. You start off by seeing the thinning on the hairline. That is your first signal that something is wrong. And then when we braid hair, we don't always change the pattern. So if we braid it back all the time. Another thing to do is to rotate that pattern. A lot of times we braid hair and there's this itching. Itching means that something is wrong. The body talks to us. Very, very simple and subtle. You get this itching, you know, you pat the hair, the nerves, the blood is not flowing. And so, for natural hair, I would recommend that you monitor your hair, monitor the scalp. And covering hair with braid or with weave is not a solution. It's covering a problem. You need to go have the scalp examined. Know, if you see a trichologist, he or she will tell you, these are your options. And then you're supposed to make a conscious effort, because your hair is your glory.